Hello and welcome everyone to our channel Minute Tips. Today we will be discussing polymorphism. We will be learning why this concept is introduced, which are the problems that we can solve with the help of this concept. Before moving forward, I would request you to please like and subscribe our channel. So in order to understand polymorphism, I want you to understand a program life cycle. So first of all, what we do is that we write our program, a .java file in .java file. Then we compile our program. Once compilation is successful, a .class file is generated. Once our program is compiled, it has a capacity to run. Okay, so we run our program. So the polymorphism that happens at compile time, we call it as a compile time polymorphism, static binding and early binding. The polymorphism that happens at runtime, we call it as runtime polymorphism, also named as dynamic binding and late binding. So this is the definition that we saw previously. We know that compile time polymorphism is achieved using overloading concept, and runtime polymorphism is achieved using overriding concept. So we will be learning what is overloading and overriding, why these two concepts were introduced. Okay. Now here we saw that under overloading, the main restriction to do overloading is, or the criteria to perform overloading concept is changing the number of parameters in a method, changing the order of parameters in a method. Okay, and by using a different data types for parameters. The restriction or suggestion that we know for overriding concept is that a method must have same name as a parent class. Method must have a same parameter as a parent class, and there must be is a relationship. What is that? Inheritance. Okay, this example we saw previously, but don't worry, we will be writing with a new example. So currently guys, here what I have done is that I have created one class for overloading concept. Okay, so this is my class. I have created one more class calculator here. Okay, ideally I should not be creating it here, but I don't want to toggle between the files, and that's the reason I have created it here. Now let's say I got one requirement for in my calculator. Okay, so my end product is calculator, and the requirement that I got is my calculator should be able to perform addition of two integers. Okay, so what I did, I write one method public void addition. Okay, and inside this method, whatever is my logic, it will be here. In future, after 15 days, let's say I got one more requirement to add to double. Okay, what I did, I tried to write the same method public void addition. Okay, and my logic will go here. Again, after 15 days, if I got one more requirement to add two floats, so public void addition, and my logic will go and sit under here. Okay, so as you saw that day by day my requirements are changing, and I cannot use the same method name addition. Okay, so what my first approach was to, let's say, change the method name, addition of integer. Here I use addition of double. Here I used name addition of floats. Okay, but now again after 15-20 days, if I get my requirement goes on increasing, then what I need to keep in mind that my method name should not be the same. Every time I need to use a new method name. That was not feasible. So the concept of overloading is introduced. What it says, that you can use n number of methods with the same name. So I can write 5 more methods with the same name, addition. The only restriction is the number of parameters inside that method should be different. So what I am doing here I am expecting two parameters of type integer. Here I am expecting two parameters of type double, and here I am expecting two parameters of type float. So see, my error that, or the warning that I was getting, that I'm no longer getting. Okay, so this is the concept that, okay, what I can do, I can write one more addition method, public void addition. Okay, and here public void addition, which is expecting, oops, which is see, if I wrote no parameters, like these two methods are not expecting any parameters, so again I'm getting error. So what I will do, this parameter, sorry, this method will expect 0 parameters, and my this method is expecting one parameter, let's say of type integer. So as you saw, I have 5 methods in a class with the same name, but what I am doing, one method is not using any parameter, so here it is 0 parameter. Here I am expecting one parameter. Okay, this method again expecting now 2 parameters but of type integer. Here it's the same, this method is expecting 2 parameters, but now my type here is double. Okay, so this way we achieve overloading, method overloading, and that is what it means, overload. So here we are first, let me just move it from here to here in a sequence. Now you see my first method is expecting 0 parameter. My second method is expecting only one parameter. Now my remaining 3 methods are expecting 2 parameters, but every time you can see the number of parameters are changing and the type is also changing. So in my method overloading class, so this is a different class. Inside a main method, if I create object of my calculator class like this, equals to new calculator. Okay, my apologies, like this. And if I call my, okay, so before calling my method, what I will do, I will just do a print a message here that addition method, which is expecting 0 parameter, so with 0 parameters. Okay, again here what I will do, addition method with 1 parameter. Okay, and what I will do, I will just try to print that parameter name here. Similarly here what I will do, I'll take a integer sum and I will add these two integers like this, and in sysout what I will do, addition method int i1 comma int i2 with 2 parameters, and simply I will give the sum here. So now as I've already created an object, with my object that is calculator, if I just simply call addition method without any parameter, if I save and run this program, so in the output you will see addition method with 0 parameters because no parameters are provided here. So Java is intelligent enough that it will know that the method name is addition, but in that method I am not passing any parameter, so it will directly go and execute my first method. Now with the same object, if I try to call addition method with 2 integers 5 comma 5, save and run, now Java knows that second time the same addition method is called, but with 2 parameters of type integer, so it will go and execute this method. Third time with my object again, if I call addition method with 1 parameter 100 and run this program. So this you will see the last line addition int I1 with one parameter, that is 100. So see this, every time depending upon the parameter, Java is intelligent enough, it will go in a class, it will search which method, which return type, which parameter, all these criteria are satisfied, and that respective methods is executed. Okay, so in method overloading what we learn is that we can have n number of methods in a same class with the same name. The only restriction is the number of parameters in each method should be different, and the type of parameters in each method should be different. Also the sequence of parameters can be different. Okay, so now we learned method overloading concept. We know that what was the problem and how we solved that problem with the same method name and with the different number of parameters and type of parameters. Now let's move to method overriding concept. For method overriding, I'll be creating two classes here in the same file, as I don't want to toggle between the files. The first restriction, or the first thing that is needed for overriding concept, is inheritance. So when we perform inheritance, definitely we need two classes. So one is, let's say we have our parent demo class. Okay, similarly we have class child demo who extends our parent demo class. Now in my parent demo, if I have one method that is public void information, this is my method name. Okay, and what I'm doing, I'm just doing a sys out here that information method of parent demo class. Simply I'm saving this method. Similarly, I have one more method named information in a child demo class here. So information method of child demo class. So as you saw here guys, that these two methods are overridden. How we call it overridden? Because number one, there is inheritance between these two classes, so we call it as is a relationship. Number two, both the method names are same, information, so the parameters they are expecting are same. In this case it is expecting 0 parameters, so my overriding method here also it is expecting 0 parameters. So all our criteria is almost matched, or we have achieved our criteria. Now let's say in my method overriding concept class, inside main method, if I am creating an object of new child demo class, so the best practice, okay, or polymorphism says that hold the child class object always in parent type variable. Let's say now parent demo, I will call it as object. Okay, parent demo object. Okay, so, or let me just call it as, oh yeah, it looks fine, you understood that parent demo object. Oh, I'm writing here object, so I think you guys will be confused. So here what I'm doing, let's say variable of pd, that is parent demo. Okay, so now the object new child, I am holding it in a variable of type parent demo class. Okay, still I think it's not very good enough name. So what I will do, I will simply just give it a pd variable name. oops, what I'm doing, PD, where, my apologies for all the confusion. See, let it be. So PD variable, okay, is of type parent demo, which is holding our object of child class. So internally at runtime polymorphism, what happens that at compile time Java checks that whenever, so here what I'm doing, I am calling our method information. So whenever I am calling this method information at compile time, Java checks that this information method is present in a parent class and in a child class. Okay, so both at parent and child classes have the same method, but during runtime our child class method is executed. Okay, like this. See, so now I ran the program and now you can see information method of child class demo. Okay, I am still not very comfortable with the name that I have given here. So what I wanted to do, I will quickly again change the method or the variable name as parent demo and variable like this. Now it's a little bit readable also and you can understand also. See now, so at runtime what happens, my child class method is executed, but at compile time Java checks the same method is present in a parent class or not. Now if in my child class I write one more method, that is public void, so demonstration, okay, demonstration of overriding, okay, concept, something like this, or concept. Okay, and what I am doing, I am just printing a small message here, sys out, that demonstration of overriding concept method from child demo class. Okay, double D, like this. So now you can see that this method is present in a child class but not in my parent demo class. So with this variable, if I try to call my method demonstration of overriding concept, okay, you can see here that I'm getting an error. I'm getting a warning. Eclipse is giving me a warning. Why? Because it knows that at compile time when Java will check that the same method demonstration of OR concept is present in parent class or not, there it will fail because it is not present in my parent class. So that's the reason even before compiling Eclipse is giving me this error. So what I can do is that I can typecast my parent demo variable from parent demo type to child demo type. So in order to typecast it, what I can do, I can do it like this. I will write the class name in front of that variable to typecast it. Okay, and now if I run my program, you can see that demonstration of OR concept method from child demo class is executed. Okay, earlier if I remove this typecasting, it is giving me an error because at runtime polymorphism internally what happens, at compile time Java checks that the method is present in a parent class as well as child class, but at runtime Java will only execute the child class method. The second scenario that we saw is that now we took an example of a method which is present in a child class but not in a parent class. So Java will know at compile time only it will fail because the method is not present in a parent class. I hope you understand this concept. So thank you very much guys, and I'll see you in the next video.